rudimentary ammo. Yeah.
What it eats, it turns into life for itself and death for others.
Yes.
Almost poetic.
But yeah, that's about it. Because as I said, you haven't got a head, so...
No. So the weapon is pretty much a compulsory vomit gun.
Yeah. I mean, it looks as if they've just taken a normal gun, taken the ammo clip out, and just put like a biological thing in there. So you think you might, with some time, be able to almost reverse engineer it so you can actually use the weapon again as a normal weapon. But it's... yeah, at the moment...
Well, it would be very complicated to synthesize the ammunition.
Yeah. I mean, you might be able to give it a go, but one, it's Maltech. Two, it might be quite difficult, and three, it probably might be easy just to downgrade it back to a normal weapon.
Naturally.
Although, if you've taken the one that Kimiko got as well, you could, if you were to test fire it, it has a couple of bullets before it runs out. So you assume that it preloads like 2 or 3, and then...
And then reloads through the intestinal tract.
Yeah. Well, there isn't intestines per se, but there's kind of like...
Yeah, but the
tubing.
thing in the stomach
Yeah.
thing. I'm going to beep the captain over the intercom.
Hello?
Heyo, Cap. So I turned the thing you guys fragged inside out. And it's very interesting. I'm not entirely sure if you want to take part of the information that I've learned, because most of the time you're not very interested. But did you keep a spare of these vomit guns?
Yep.
Cool. Would you mind not using that?
Wait, vomit guns?
They pretty much spew their stomach acid nutrient gribble through the mouth hole of the gun.
Ew. Cool.
So even if we could have tamed it, I don't think you would have wanted one as a pet, Captain.
Okay.
They're not housebroken.
Yeah.
That said, I would very much love if you could deposit the gun in my sample cabinet, because I do not want to test this when we're in space.
Okay.
That said, I think I know some people that might want to buy this, but I don't think we should sell it. Because it's very, very Maltech.
Fair enough.
Bad juju.
Yeah.
Bad science juju.
Okay.
Anyway, dinner's in 5. Ciao. Mystery meat.
Oh no.
Oh god.
This is nutrient paste with food colouring.
So yeah, has anyone got any other sort of little experiments they want to do, or are they just
Well,
are you all just kind of
I'm gonna enact the software patch that
Okay.
that I downloaded from
yeah
in our systems, and then I'm gonna start assembling the Navi back into potential. Basically, assembling the racks up, connecting them together.
okay.
I'm not gonna power on yet.
Well, if
but I'm-
let me just flip you all over to the floor plan again, so that I can tell you where exactly they'll have to go. There's enough room in either one of
near the armory and engine room.
yeah, above the armory or below the engine room to have it there.
Yeah.
Unless you want to put it right here, which you probably could, but it'd be a bit tighter.
No, down on the ground floor
Yeah.
makes sense.
Okay.
This is the one that our mysterious friend a long time ago was hanging around in.
Was that the one
Oh,
in the engine room?
that's
Opposite,
the
alright.
one there.
Okay, what's actually still in that room? Because that was a vague little workshop.
It's just a storage thing now. He's just left a load of like what you would think is junk in there, basically.
Oh, fair enough. I'll leave that one alone then.
But this one is pretty much empty.
I'll use the empty. The empty one's probably a better idea.
Also, I need to draw a shape.
If you think about activating that caster, I do not want to remind you, but you are overdue for your next spinal tap.
Go ahead. Yeah. No. You ain't. What? What? Where did that come from? No spinal taps? What the hell? Captain! Why is she
Havana
stabbing me in the
whistles
back again?
joyfully and goes back to the mess hall.
Fucking creepy bastards. But yes, he's going to start setting Navi up in this room.
Don't
The one
worry.
below the engine room.
I was just pulling your leg.
At the moment, connecting... Obviously, all the racks are going to be in there, but only connecting half of the rack. Along with the central console.
Okay.
Making sure there's no, obviously, connections to the rest of the ship. Apart from power, which he hasn't plugged in yet. And then, yeah, to be fair, one of the things he's going to try and do is judge how many racks the ship can support. If they can support more than 30, then yes.
I mean, with the without the efficiency, it would be less. With the efficiency software, like all of your programs are running on such a high processing power with such minimal power suckage that you can put the 30 in altogether.
Okay, then he'll connect the 30 up, but he's not going to connect, not going to power on it, because he's going to wait until he's going to basically talk to the others first. So once we've effectively everyone's done their own things and we get together for the next one,
Okay.
like meal or crew meeting is going to breach the subject, but until then nothing's going to happen with it.
So, so that's
What
that.
are we going to do with the
Um,
mech arm, by the way? So we'll keep it in storage, I'm guessing. Put it in the armory or something.
Yeah, I was
Elrond's room is empty.
that, and you could probably put it in the spare spare room down below, next to the armory.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and make
Okay.
scans of the blueprints and upload them to the ship's computer, so they don't get lost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you also installing that extra hard drive, by the way?
Ooh,
Break.
yeah, why not? Pardon?
Break.
Air brake?
I don't know.
Well, do we think that it might be useful for Navi, or shall we install it into the ship?
How about into an individual data pad and check the contents before risking the integrity of ship security?
You've already
We've
checked.
wiped it.
It's wiped.
Oh, right, that one. Okay, my
Yeah.
bad.
The, one, the surveillance one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The one we stole and destroyed things and then claimed and now it's just asked to use.
Well, if we do just plug it into the ship, is there anything stopping us from plugging it into Navi later after we unplug it?
Probably not.
Because if we can use it for the ship now and then can repurpose it later,
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gonna plug it into the ship.
Okay.
we upgraded our RAM.
No, we didn't upgrade the RAM.
Can you make me a computer roll, Castor?
Unfortunately, yes.
Shit.
That's actually better.
Okay.
Again.
Why?
No, there's just a strange, almost like a strange process running. But, you know, it could be from the ESS, it could be from
When
thingy.
did it appear when I plugged the new hard drive in?
No. It's been run. It says it's been running for a little while.
How long's a little while?
10 minutes maybe.
Checking any outgoing communications.
There isn't any.
I'm going to unplug the hard drive for a second, see what happens.
It carries on.
Just going to plug it back in, and then kind of... I don't know, he's not entirely sure what to do, but he's just like... He's suspicious as fuck. But I don't know.
Did the AI turn itself on?
Yeah, I don't know. Bear in mind I haven't plugged the power in, that would be fairly impressive. Unless it makes somehow wake itself up and build arms, unless someone plugs it in. But can I investigate the process?
Yeah.
I do that.
Okay. It's seems to be gathering data from somewhere and sending it off somewhere, but you're not entirely sure where.
But it's not leaving the ship.
No.
Is it? I said, is there no any outgoing comms? And then you said no.
No, there isn't.
So where's it sending it?
It's somewhere in the ship.
I'm gonna fucking hunt that shit down.
Is it the
I'm
new?
sending-
Is it the new? The software that
I
you
don't
put
know.
in.
Make a
It could be.
computer
I'm
roll.
telling everyone at this point.
Okay. Make a computer roll for me.
Because he's like shifty as balls.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah, you kind of track it down to the data that was all transferred. It seems that it's being compacted down, copied, and shifted somewhere, but you're not sure what is causing it.
So all of the captain's log information.
Yeah, all of the captain's log, all of the schematic that you scanned in, all of the... But whatever you transferred to the ship, basically. Apart
Okay.
from, obviously, the AI, because it's not plugged in yet, or connected.
Yeah.
Who pressed approve for the spontaneous update of Windows 3000?
Well, obviously he's keeping everyone appraised of this because he's not entirely comfortable with the fact that the ship is doing something he doesn't entirely understand. So
Okay.
I don't know. He's gonna all the
Question.
information's being copied somewhere. Can we find out where? Can we what? I don't know.
Could we format the drive without losing life support?
Probably not. You'd probably lose the onboard. It's not an AI, but the onboard programming for everything, and you haven't got the means to. You didn't get the disk.
We haven't
Didn't
got
get the
Windows
backup
installed
disk.
yet, this, damn it.
Yeah.
Well,
Can you
then
find
this-
that? Can we work? Yeah. Can we work at where it's being moved, copied and moved, or whatever?
Give me another computer roll.
Oh.
Okay. As you continue to investigate it, it seems like it loops back to the ESS that you've installed.
Look. You are 100% sure this is not transferring to anywhere outside, correct?
Well, I've checked multiple times, and I'll check again that we're not transmitting at the moment.
Well,
If
then
need
perhaps
be,
it's...
well, yeah. No, Caster's now going to be like, and he's going to fucking unplug the external transmitting devices on the. In as much as we're not able to currently transmit into space, if
Okay.
possible.
Like physically pulling the plug on the thing?
Physically pulling the plug on the aerials.
That's going to be really fucking difficult, dude. I'll be honest with you.
He will find a way.
Uh,
Maybe. I don't know. That's what he's kind of sitting there going. I need
It will take a while.
how much life support do we have?
ages, but that's beside the point. What do we do, Captain Jubei? What do you think? There's the program that we got. One of the programs thing we looted from the system was a massive upgrade to our computer systems, increasing our efficiency and giving us upgrades to navigation and sensors. So I thought it was worth doing, and it's given us some very interesting abilities in terms of power usage, etc. But there seems to be this little process that's copying all the data that we managed to salvage and putting it somewhere.
Is it
I can't
just
entirely
is
nail
it
down
just
yet.
all of that data? Is it, or is it other things from our system?
As far as I can tell at the moment, it's only the data that we transferred across from the space station.
So, it essentially makes damn sure that we cannot rid the quote-unquote evidence of what transpired there, should we wish to.
Well, I don't think we want to anyway, but it's
Of
just
course
copying
not.
all the captain's logs, the schematics of the mech suit, and all of the other information that we gained from the system, and I'm guessing the upgrade software to the computer itself and all that shit is being copied across.
Though, as long as the backup, I suppose, is not leaving us, I don't see the problem.
We don't seem to be transmitting at all.
The main problem I imagine that theoretically could arise is whether or not this self-replicating data loop could externally transmit once we get into an actual system with people and machines that can respond to it. That is a worst-case theoretical scenario.
I don't know. We could maybe ask Navi and turn her on and ask.
Nope.
What do you mean no? We're not going to connect it to the SIP systems, but just turn her on. That's the other thing I wanted to ask you guys anyway. Was about turning her on. We've only got enough power on the ship to support half of the racks, which is what she said would potentially be a minimum running capabilities. But
on full capacity, that intelligence drained 2 days' worth of a station-wide life support for part of a sector of the station. In terms of power,
we have enough power generation on the ship to not suffer a loss.
To the best of our knowledge, I agree with you. However, I see no convincing argument that could persuade me to activate an experimental, potentially completed, potentially whacked artificial intelligence plugged into the ship or otherwise while we are in deep space.
I don't necessarily disagree with you, but
I know that you really want to,
information about this situation. No, it's not. I do want to. Don't get me wrong. I really do want to, but I'm also trying to get information about the situation. With this, I don't know. It might know or help or something. I don't know.
You're not checking on the process anymore, are you? At the moment.
Well, it's probably still going to be up on a screen that I'm sitting next to, but I'm not actively following it. No.
Okay, that's fine.
I would want to keep an eye on it because it's something that's incredibly bugging me at the moment. So, like every now and then during conversations, I'll probably flick my eyes back over to the screen to see if nothing's changed. But I'm not as diligently following its progress as I was before the conversation started. No.
Okay. Well, at some point during your conversation, it's disappeared.
Well, it's stopped.
Medical officer wishes to voice a simple opinion of literate of technology to the extent of what this may or may not be. Permission to speak, Capitan?
Permission granted.
I don't see, without more qualified personnel or more powerful tools with which to work, us getting anywhere on this particular issue whilst hovering around this piece of dead space.
That's probably fair.
I think that a couple of days in dry dock, maybe hiring some trustworthy people who can help us out with this, whilst also turning in the information that we have promised to turn in with regards to what mission we were currently on to the parties that actually wanted us to do it.
Yeah.
That, and if we're actually dry docked on a planet or close to anywhere, if everything conceivable and inconceivable would turn against us in what can only be described as a karmic shitstorm, then at least we can run with our own feet.
Very well.
And if we have accidentally unshackled the Overlord told in stories from children to fathers and I don't even know, then at least we won't be the only ones worrying about it. Smile.
So you say we jump to a system world and then give the information from our investigation over to the employer and then potentially use any resources at that place to further fucking work out what the hell's going down.
Well,
at the very least we won't be stranded in the middle of space if something gets hot.
Basically, yes.
So what's the plan, dudes?
So where do we want to go? I don't think we want to go back to 1208 just yet.
What's close by?
Oh, can I just
906 or 1305.
pop in for a second? If you guys want anything to do with technology, Castor and Chemical would know right off the bat to go to the conglomerate guys. Like, if you wanted someone to build that mech, you would go to the conglomerate space. If you wanted someone to check the AI, you'd go to the conglomerate space. If you want someone to check out the computer system, go to the conglomerate space. However, you run the risk in doing so because you did acquire this illegitimately. Of if you go to the wrong person, they may dub you in.
Hey, it's legitimate stuff, damn it.
But don't forget the conglomerate technocrats are notorious for wanting patents and the best technology for bragging rights. So you may come across one that will just go, okay, it's illegal at the moment, but fuck it, I'll take it.
Seller's market.
Yeah. So it's a point of researching the right guy to go to. Well, guy or gal, sorry. Or those in between.
The right
That
personage.
technical or rainbow in between.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Plus, it was a conglomerate mission that you've just completed, so, you know.
Well, yes.
Could we at least this time try to avoid any... Because
Do I know
last
any
time
good
was
people?
so lovely.
that's really bad roll. I'm going to re-roll that. I did worse. Fuck. God damn it.
What is that culture for?
Trying
That's-
to know if there's anywhere in conglomerate space that we might be able to go to deal the deals that we were looking to deal.
Anywhere, really.
Hey!
For,
Any specific technocrat type places, people that we know that might be willing to take
Yeah,
the
you-
deal that we're looking to give them.
Castor!
you have no idea.
Yeah, I didn't think I did.
Kimiko could try as well, because she automatically gets conglomerate.
But yes, Bavano.
Didn't you used to work for a lady who could maybe help us out with this?
No.
No, I never worked for no lady. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
You're working for a lady right now.
No,
I'm
I'm
employed
not-
the captain, but I was never employed by anyone of which you want to speak. That never happened. Don't make me go back.
Right.
Can she help us though?
I don't know.
Esther?
Ladies and gentlemen, the result of a 3 on a culture roll.
Space Master, can the doctor help us?
Although you from the vague attention you paid to the research that she was doing, nah,
Cool.
wrong subject.
Nah,
and-
she's useless.
Yeah,
Generally useless, but also in this area useless.
Kimiko. You can probably guess that going to somewhere in Beta Argosa will probably work, because that is, that's kind of like, you know that there is a research station there, but you don't know what they do, and it's, it's a system that is known for the research.
I suggest that.
But there is also Sigma Aurelius, which could be worthwhile as well, because they seem to have a lot of stuff, but that's where the main conglomerate people are, so, there's a higher risk there. There's a higher risk reward there, and a lower risk reward in the other place, but,
Do both places sell assault suits?
possibly. As I said, this is conglomerate space. They're big on technology, so probably people have made stuff and then just gone, yeah, I'm bored now, we'll sell it. So there's all sorts you can get in conglomerate space. Think of conglomerate space as Portobello Road for technology.
What is
So,
Portobello
we are-
Road?
Oh my god. You've never seen Bedknobs and Broomsticks, have you?
Nope.
Okay. Basically, it's a well-known market road in London where you can. It's touted as being able to buy anything.
Fair enough.
So, do we go for 1305? Later on, goes there.
Or
do we go for the-
1409.
Or 1409, which is obviously 2 jumps away. We can jump to 1305 immediately from here.
Closest jump, better jump.
Potentially. Okay.
I mean, you could. I'm just saying, you could always go to the closest one, see if they've got it, and then if not, go to the novel.
Yeah.
Jubei?
Let's go.
Fuck it.
Okay.
That, and we are not as far from actual civilization.
All right.
Which makes a fair point.
So,
Besides, I'm always out of tea.
That's a fucking good novel.
right. You. Let me just note this down because I will be starting to end the session now because it's about the right time.
Yeah, that's
So you're going to go to 1305. With that nav roll, did you also add the extra +2 for the new computer?
Nope.
Oh no, you haven't been to 1305 yet, have you?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
I can't remember all of the sectors we've been to, but I know we haven't been there.
So it took you 6 days for a 3-day jump. It'll be like what? 6 days for a 3-day
Takes
jump?
6
Ugh.
days. 6
6
days. For a
days.
3 hex jump.
I
It
will
generally
say
It's up to you.
it'll. Well, I'm
What
gonna
days?
I'm gonna
How many days-
adjust
how
it
many days are you
because
gonna charge us?
I'm adjusting it because you got quite a high nav roll. So I'm gonna say it will take half the time. So you'll do 3 days travel.
Does that make it the 15th of March?
It's currently the 12th. Let's say you spent the better part of a day
Day.
here.
Well, probably. So the 16th.
So yeah, it'll be 16th on arrival.
So minus.
Okay. Yeah. So I will end there. You're travelling to there, and you're going to try and find a technocrat.
And we need to refuel, but yeah.
Refuel and power suit as well. Power armor?
Yeah.
Power armor, isn't it?
He was power.
Okay. Right.
Isn't that-
So
We also need to obviously hand in the information from the job that we just finished.
yeah,
Potentially deal in
and turn in.
doing. Do we want to sell the mech arm on for large amounts of money to the technocrat?
Let's
Well, that.
tackle that when we get.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
you can figure that out later. Okay. Objectives. Has anyone got any objectives they think they did?
Potentially, depending on interpretation.
Okay. Anyone else?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Pavane.
Short term, procure a new hat.
Fix the old one.
It was written because I thought it was broken beyond repair.
I'll be lenient this time. Okay. Yeah. You can go for it. Go on. I'll give you 100 XP for it though, because it was fairly easy.
No, I understand that. I just overestimated it. But then
XP
that means
for
I'll need
the
a new one.
session. You technically haven't handed in the mission, so you're not going to get that XP yet. However, you did kill a couple of things, so I'll give you all, let's say, 350 for that.
Okay.
That's about it, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus 350, do you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Just
Okay.
another 1.7 grand, baby.
I don't know what my XP levels are. I think it's not really good shape, but yes.
And resetting all the PowerPoints, I assume.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I also guess that I'm going to have to write in a new short for the next session.
Yes, you are.
Excellent.
All right. Well, that session 8 fulfilled. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to find out who those guys were soon.
TM.
You never know. Yeah. So, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Marshal, Gotan, and the crew with Solar Bodies. Take care, and we will see you next time.
Ciao.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Peace.
Ciao.
If you liked this video, please take a second to press the like button. If you'd like to see more, leave a comment below. Please subscribe to the channel to be made aware when there are more videos going up. Thank you.